Hey there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome to Thet Checks Out Blasted Road Terror, the Vengeful Strikers update. This game just came out in early access like literally a day ago. I know there's no music right now in the background. It's just came out in early access, okay? What are you gonna do about it? It's a game by Trizna. Don't know who that is. There's also music by Bakuma, I think that is. So go ahead and enter the game here. As you can see, I'm on day 20. I picked up this game on Steam for $4. Link in the description below. Because it was $4 and it looked neat. And I played it for like an hour and a half straight and I'm loving it so far. It is amazing for a game that's in early access. Basically, you are this group here in the center. Your little, I kind of want to say Convoy because I think this game was inspired by a game called Convoy that came out a couple years ago here. Convoy took inspiration from FTL. This game definitely seems to have some of that same kind of inspiration, but the overarching way that the game unfolds reminds me more of Darkest Dungeon than FTL. But then again, I also think it's kind of unfair to compare every game to older games that come out, so forget about that. Anyway, basically, we control this giant convoy thing right here. MCV, I guess, would be... What is the actual name for this? I don't know. But, actually, there is a name for it somewhere. I know there is... Crawler, that's what it is. We control this crawler. Called because it's big and it crawls very slowly. I don't know why we're called the Blessed Marauders, but I'm not complaining. And we also control these four around us. These four, their job is to protect the crawler and help us carry out whatever mission we are trying to fulfill at that particular time. And we get to choose our own missions as well. So, basically, surrounding me, I have two in the front that are little scout vehicles and two in the back that are marauders. Yes, those are guys standing on top with spears that have explosives on them. There is definitely a Mad Max vibe to this game. Does seem a bit almost post-apocalyptic, although there are definitely non-post-apocalyptic areas in the game, so it seems. So I'm not sure how far it carries out with that motif. But I definitely felt it as I was starting out the game. So what do? I mean, yeah, you control these, but then how does that work? Well, basically, right now we're inside of our base. After you do the tutorials, it takes you to the base for the first time, gives you a look around. It's pretty great. Got a nice little L-shaped couch over here. I love those. I wish I had one of those myself. Got a nice little workshop over here, and basically everything else is kind of just covering in wallpaper right now. But anyway, what do we have down here at the bottom left? We have our bolts and our screws and our nuts. Jokes. That is basically our currency. We have fuel, we have supplies, and we have water, and those are all four of our different types of currency for playing through the game. This is the sheriff right here. He doesn't really do much, but apparently if he likes you, things happen. I'm sure that's going to happen later on in the development of the game. More things will come into play with that. We have a little engineer guy up here. We had to buy a couple of garage spaces here by upgrading our base, so now we have two vehicles up here. Spare vehicles, they get repaired in between missions, so if these guys get damaged any, I can go ahead and swap them out and let them get repaired, or I can spend my screws to repair them immediately. Over here on the left-hand corner, we have the armory, which allows you to get free stuff. Yeah, you get free stuff every turn. Again, this is why I'm really feeling the Darkest Dungeon vibe here, because the game is very set at right now, and it might just be because it's in early access, to not really give you a game over option in the regular gameplay. Because you will always get more of these, and if you almost completely, I should say, run out of screws, you can come over here and hire a temporary vehicle to help you out as well. So there's almost always a chance to keep going. It's very, very hard to completely fail at this game, it seems like. The black market allows you to buy other things, mostly weapons, although chrome bumpers and things like that are actually armor, and you can see them on the front of my vehicles right now. And yes, before you ask, if you do take them off of your vehicle, you do notice it in the actual game, and you know I love that. You know I love it when you can put, you know, cosmetic aesthetics on top of your vehicle. It looks good. Oh, it's beautiful. Love it. And every time you upgrade, by the way, because there's a whole upgrade tree for your crawler, every upgrade changes how your crawler looks a little bit too. So on this one, for example, I have a front gunner that I upgraded to a 50 cal machine gun. There's this bad boy right here. We have a couple of extra ammo boxes here on the side. We also have, not fuel tanks, we don't have that yet. We do have, however, a forward winch right here, which allows us to get more scrap, which is basically money, some extra body armor on mine, and then a radio, which will actually make my squad a hit harder and get more experience. So I always love those. Got to get those things that upgrade your experience. Of course, like I said, we have the base upgrades here. I have a couple of them already. Better items, which is why if I go into the black market, I have some of these green uncommon items. That was an upgrade. And also I have unlocked medium difficulty missions, although I haven't gotten anything stronger than that yet. We also have an advisor over here. Apparently he's being very quiet today, though. So with all that said, let's get ready to go out on a mission. In the front here, I have 2 hedgehogs. These are interceptors, and basically they move around very quickly. They can also regenerate their health and their fury, which I'll get to in a moment. The ones in the back are devastators. They do not get to increase their health and their fury over time, but they do have an additional spear boy in the front, and they have a lot of upgrades that allow them to be very good offensively. Basically, because the guys in front can regenerate, I like to use them as tanks to let them absorb the damage, and then the guys in the back give us all of our offensive capabilities. On top of the hedgehogs, one of them is a flame boy. It's just a boy with a flamethrower. And on the other side is a marksman, a boy with a rifle. In the back side here, of course, we have the spear boys in front, but also we got the 50 cal machine gun and a Scorpio rocket launcher, which is amazing. Basically, the advantage of these Devastator trucks is that they have a 360-degree attack vector, which overrides the attack vector of any guns you have on it. So this 50 cal machine gun, on anything else, it would have restrictions. It would only be able to shoot at a certain cone in front of it. But putting it on this Devastator overrides that restriction for now. It might be overpowered, I don't know, but the game's in early access, so I'm going to take advantage of it to make the game as fun for me as possible. You also have a DPS and effective HP up there in the top left, which I literally just noticed as I was doing this video, so that's fun. Your crawler doesn't have too much offensive capability by itself. It does, of course, have the 50 cal machine gun on it because of the upgrades I gave it. The Devastators have some superior wheels as well, giving them higher capacity. This is ammo capacity, technically. That's what the game calls it. And decides how much weaponry and, well, mainly just the weaponry you can put on your ship. Although, did I say ship? I said ship. What's wrong with me? Although, while you're in mission, a certain mission type, you do have to use your capacity for other things. But we're not going to get to that yet. Right now, let's get into the action. I'm going to do a medium mission here just to ramp it up a little bit. We're going to do a survival mission in the Highlands. You got the Wasteland, the Highlands, and the Tundra here, and they all have, well, basically the same pool of missions, but we're going to get 600 nuts and screws here and 10 supplies out of this mission, so I like that idea. We need your crew to draw attention of enemy forces, says the sheriff. We face worthy opponents today, says my spear thrower here. It's pretty great. So the Fury is the one above the HP here. I'm just going to use this guy as an example. He has 815 HP. He has a lot because he's higher level. And 250 Fury. Fury counts as armor. So basically whenever you're giving out or taking damage, Fury usually goes away first, although Fury can only absorb up to 50% of something's damage. So if something does 10 damage, 5 of it goes to the Fury, 5 of it goes to the HP, normally. Now, there are differences in that. When it comes to the weapons, there are a couple different types of weapons. This 50 cal machine gun, for example, is a kinetic weapon. That means it's a thing that hits another thing, basically. So this kinetic weapon doesn't have any particular advantages against other weapons, although it generally has... kinetic weapons tend to have a high rate of fire and do decent damage over time. DPS, in other words. Which, luckily, gives you right there in big, giant letters is your DPS. Flame Boy up here, though, he does heat weapons because it's a flamethrower, you know, you get it. Flamethrowers do constant damage over time, typically, and they ignore enemy armor. So armor, of course, reduces damage. It doesn't get reduced from the 50 cal machine gun, but the Flame Boy ignores it completely. So that armor stat's not going to do anything for you. Over here, we have the Scorpio rocket launcher, which is an explosive weapon. Explosive weapons do 4 times the amount of damage against Fury compared to other weapons. So this guy is very, very good at destroying enemy Fury. And that's also what the Spear Boys in front of these are good for as well. They destroy enemy Fury. There are other types of weapons, though. There's electric. I didn't actually see electric introduced into the tutorial, so I don't know what the advantage of that is, actually. Haven't had a chance to test it out yet. Don't really have enough capacity, and I really like this loadout I have going on right now. The Harpoon is a piercing-type weapon, and piercing-type weapons ignore Fury. So if you want to get rid of Fury so that your other weapons will be better, you want to go with a rocket launcher, some kind of explosive strategy, and then combine that with kinetics maybe. Or if you want to just bypass that altogether, you could try going with the harpoons and other piercing weapons to just ignore enemy Fury instead. All right, with all that out of the way, how about we go into a mission? We actually already selected the mission. Okay, Highland Survival. Medium difficulty, rewards, yes. Let's go. We don't have to worry about any of our other stats or anything for now. And here's the game mode. I'm going to go ahead and hit the space button right away to activate Adrenaline Rush, which does cost 1 Fury per second. But it's basically bullet time. So I can move my convoy here in the middle. This is a terrible map, by the way, with the discoloration. I can move my crawler left and right using A and D. And I can move my map up and down with W and S. And as the arrow shows over there, we have enemies coming from the right-hand side, so I'm gonna go ahead and position my boys this way. I'm gonna go ahead and actually unlock the, speed things up as well. There we go. Battle's begun. They're flaming each other. That's pretty great. Our rockets are not in range, so I'm gonna move my rockets up to get them in range and destroy their Fury right away. Got a couple coming from the left as well. I'm actually gonna position my crawler to fight them. You can go off-road, but generally it's not recommended because off-road is likely to have obstacles in the way, which will tear your stuff up. In fact, one bad hit to an obstacle will pretty much destroy whatever you got going on. I'm taking a lot of extra damage here for no reason. That's what I get when for recording. Okay, I need to get my Devastators into a protected area here. I don't want them taking damage. I want my Interceptors taking damage because they can restore their health. Get out of my way, you fool. See the danger signs up here? That means there's an obstacle coming this way. So if you're off-road there, when that danger goes through, you're gonna take some damage, and it's gonna suck. Let's see if I can get I got my little machine gun there helping out. See, now these guys over here to the left side, they ran into the danger. If you're off-road right here, you will fall down that cliff, and you're dead. You're just straight up dead. All right, got some more enemies coming from the bottom. We are on wave 7. I believe survival always has 9 waves, so we're almost done with this one. But this is a good one to kind of show the gameplay a little bit. Took a little bit of damage to my crawler, but we're mostly fine. I believe you could still use the, you could still use Adrenaline Rush, even though it says it costs 1 Fury per second. Doesn't really hurt you at all to use it. I mean, it's very helpful, so I would encourage using it. Uh-oh, that's the guy who's going to use something big right there. These little arrows here. This guy has some big rockets. Oh my god, he did not dodge in time, but I think he's going to be all right. He deflected the damage, so he basically didn't take any. Let's move our rocket dude here back. Oh boy. Motorcycle actually got through that, but we should be fine. Oh yeah. Perfect hit. I believe we're done now. That's all the waves, and I believe that was the last enemy. Yes, it was. Mission complete. Got some loot here. Ooh, got some supplies. Got 645 spare scrap. And 11 supplies. I'm actually looking for the supplies quite a bit. So that's one day. Now we're on day 21. Got a couple of level ups down here for these bad boys. I'm happy to hear that. Our crawler always gets fully healed after every mission. So if you can tank with the crawler to a certain degree, that's okay. But of course, if you lose your crawler, you immediately lose the mission and then you're sent back here on the next day. So you don't want to lose your crawler, but you can tank with it. So these boys are damaged, these Devastators, because they can't repair their own health. So I could bring them over here to the shop, swap them out with a Hedgehog or this other Devastator, which I believe there's a big difference in level here. Actually, this Devastator over here is stronger than this one. Anyway, we could go ahead and just swap them out, and this one over here will get repaired over time, or I could spend some screws right away to repair it. This one's only cost 76, so I'm going to hold R. Just repair it fully. You can repair it partially as well, which is pretty nice. This one over here on the bottom right, I'm just going to swap you out, put you in the garage, go back to my inventory, and give this bad boy a Scorpio rocket launcher and give him the chain wheels. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's head back to the armory. Nothing here. Vehicle workshop. I could get another Devastator, which is tempting. They're by far my favorites. But the Hedgehog is very good too. The Hedgehog Interceptor with that regen is just really good. And the dodge. Really, I feel like it's fun to control those because you can just put them wherever you want and they protect everything else. So that does give you a it gives you a strong desirability to move these guys around and make them deflect, which I kind of like. Scorpions I haven't really used. You can use designate target if you have one of these, which means you can point at something and you'll do extra damage to it. And they have kinetic damage mastery, which I assume means they are better with kinetic weapons. But I haven't really used them all that much. They also give you 5 ammo capacity, which is pretty good. I should try one of those. But I don't have the space for it right now. There's a rocker level 2 over here, a guy on a motorcycle. They're all expendable. And you have to give up not only a few screws now, but also a percentage of your final reward. So, you know, if you can avoid hiring, I would personally say avoid it. We have some uncommon spear throwers. Hot dang. Uncommon armored wheels. I'm going to grab this. I want to give that to our other marauder here. A cruel bumper. 22 attack power is nothing to sneeze at. Let's grab that bad boy as well. And then we'll go ahead and check out the saloon. Here you can get quest for extra rewards. Let's say I want this 8 supplies, because I do. Click on this guy here. Kill 15 bandit vehicles, get 8 supplies. Or I could switch over to a different one here, but I want that. And then we can check out the Tinkerer. The Tinkerer allows us to tinker. That basically means he'll upgrade things. So let's take this cruel bumper, drop it in here. We could decide to give it 100 armor, or 15 attack power, or 1% crit chance. I'm gonna go whole hog on the attack power here. 67 attack power, oh my god. Put that right there on this bad boy. We have a better bumper on this one, and the one on the left looks like he's ready to just become a rake. He's ready to just crash right into someone and rake them through. All right, good stuff. Also, this armored wheels, before I forget. Let's upgrade this bad boy as well. 2 ammo capacity, 4 crit chance, 32 attack power. Yeah, that's a whole lot better than the chained wheels. So I could give it more ammo capacity, but I don't see the point in that. I think more attack power is the way to go. 77 attack power. What can I say? I'm a basic person. I go all in on my upgrades. We're very close to an upgrade for the crawler, so I might go for that. Saving money here. We're down to 47 of those. I mean, I want underground connections, because I believe rarer quality items means I can get rare quality items as opposed to uncommon, which is what I can see now. And that seems like it'd be a good thing. So that's what I want to go for. Upgrading armor supply means the armory will give you more free stuff every day, but I believe it's always common quality. It's really only good for scrapping it for 10 extra screws. Everything you scrap gives you 10 screws for some reason. So there's no variety in that yet. I could get more garage if I get more fuel, or I could upgrade the vehicle workshop so there's more vehicles available to purchase, but that doesn't seem worth it because I think I've seen all the vehicles that are in the game so far. If I upgrade my mech here, my mech boy over here, he'll do even more health repair. Tinkerer will let me get everything up by another level. Tempting, but not right now. Scavenger crew doesn't really do anything yet. I believe this was what allows you to sell your vehicles, getting scavenger crews, but it's not in the game yet. Hopefully it will be soon. Scout network, higher mission difficulties in the saloon, higher mission and hero levels. And by mission, it means the ones in the saloon, of course. All right, speaking of missions, let's take on another one. What do we have available? A patrol mission I haven't done yet, but that's the one that I was talking about here. You have to supply yourself up for those, bringing extra water, extra fuel, and extra spare parts, which you buy with screws. You buy all these with screws, actually. So it seems like it's a very different experience, which I haven't had a chance to experience yet, but even without that, this game seems amazing so far. Let's try an escort mission. I know what you're thinking. Escort missions. It's gonna suck. Escort missions suck in every game. Not this one. This one's pretty easy. Here's the thing behind us. You gotta escort it. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have 1 and 3 go at the bottom. 2 and 4, you guys are gonna be up at the top. So we're not gonna have any explosives. Well, we will have explosives down bottom. We're gonna have 3 here. He's still gonna be down there. Let's see if we can get a spear thrower close enough to chuck a spear at him. He's done it. And he's down. All right. We'll keep this guy alive. I'm not too concerned. We got plenty of weapons. These motorcycles, I don't know why they're only in the Highlands. They really seem terrible. Move back, move back. Come on, get back there. There we go. We almost lost all of our fury on our Devastator here on number 3, but he's gonna be fine. Number 1 is taking some damage. He's gonna be fine though. Oh my god, them rockets are so good. I think we're gonna be fine here. He's lining up for a special attack.
A good day to die.
You could... The square explosions stylistic, but I don't think they work out very well in this game. That was a lot of damage on one shot from that marksman. Yeah, I don't think they're fantastic by any means. Now, do I think that it's so bad that it ruins the game? Of course not. It's pretty good still. The stylistic choice doesn't hurt me. This guy has a freaking buzzsaw, so we're gonna want to move him around. Get our rockets down here. Never mind, he's dead. Rockets, you're fine. Yeah, they can't really get past our little boys who can repair themselves, so they saved me a lot of scrap in the long run. I love it. And we're actually there. We're done. There was a green bar at the top. Once that filled up, we were done. I was just concentrating on, you know, beating the level. Some supplies, 600 scrap. So from what I've seen, easy missions give you 300 scrap, medium give you 6, 9 I'm sure are for hard, and then so on and so forth. I think that's the way it goes. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to have to spend 32 screws to repair this guy. What a terrible, terrible life I live. How you doing? You are fully repaired, this Devastator is, so I'm gonna just spend scrap on repairing them both. It's not that much. See what we have here. Hedgehog, which is our interceptors. A Mustang who can lay mines. That's interesting, because with the mine layer here, one, he also regenerates his fury. But with the mine laying, you put him in front of an enemy, and he automatically lays mines behind them, doing explosive damage. It's kind of neat. I like the variety, although I found a favorite group that I have right now. I still like the options that you have. It definitely allows you to try some different and interesting things as far as play style. Minigun is pretty good, but I like having my rare 50 cal over here, so I'm probably going to keep him. We didn't destroy any bandit vehicles? Those guys must have been something else. I tell you what, let's get some purified water by doing this hostile vehicles quest. We'll do one more. We got an upgrade as well. Let's upgrade this bad boy. We could either get Observer for more experience and squad critical damage. We go for repair rating, which I'm not really sure what that does, but it also will allow us to unlock the buzzsaw. Let's see. A bumper would give us a little bit of HP and fury. Fuel tanks mean fuel no longer consumes cargo space. That would be good for the longer missions. War paint. Kill restores fury of your vehicle. I mean, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's sexy. All right, war paint it is, man. We'll save a little bit on materials here. Well, let's do one more. Ghoul hunt. Oh, this one's a fun one. Ghoul hunt. Let's do it. Time to reduce the ghoul population. Is there someone here who will give me money for ghouls? No, they don't care. They say destroy anything. That works for me. Oh, no, it only works on vehicles. That's right. Whatever. Ghouls. Basically, what I've done so far for ghouls is nothing. Literally. I do have to do a little bit, because there's an obstacle up ahead. But ghouls are these. It's basically zombie hunts. And you just shoot them. And we gotta shoot 200 of them. Now, if they come up to you and they explode by attacking your vehicle, they don't count towards your total. So they'll keep spawning until you've killed this prerequisite amount. I found that explosives seem to work very well. The flame weapons seem to be okay against them too. Oh, geez, that is a lot of bad stuff. Okay, get out of the way. Lots of obstacles here. Used a little bit of adrenaline rush. No, 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 no. Oh, boy. Move. I hit 2 instead of 3. Oh, Lord, is he fast enough? Oh, God, he's just barely fast enough. Ooh, we made that slow-mo worth it. Very nicely done. Let's get ourselves back in the center here. Oh, yeah, get us back in the center, please. Move, move, move. 1 to 3, move over here as well. Oh, Lord, yikes, our Devastator took a lot of damage there by ramming into that guy. That's really not good. All right, luckily the ones in front also get shot by our 50. Yikes, our big weapon here. Get everyone out of the way. There we go. All right. I like the rudimentary voice acting as well. Definitely sounds like it's coming over a radio. But it could be cleaned up a little bit. That said, it's definitely not bad. It has a lot of character to it, and I appreciate that. All right, let's get our rockets back in the center here. Try to protect them a little bit because they're down to half health. Okay, there we go. 177 out of 200. We should be good to go. Our other Devastator took some damage, too. There we are. We're almost at 200. We're there. We've done it. Dude, these are some fast ghouls. Zombies, whatever you want to call them. They're fast. I'm just going to run off-road because I can. Nope, I can't. Apparently your, I don't think your crawler can go off-road, but everyone else can. We've done it. 800 scrap. Wow. That's good. And sometimes you'll get some random events as well. You'll get some little loot boxes basically down here, although they're free. So they're better than every other loot box in every other game. They basically just give you something. That's how I got my rare machine gun. He came in a box. And you can also get nomad traders, which will come in over here and just have extra stuff for you to buy. Haven't seen anything super amazing out of a nomad trader, but I have to believe there are some amazing things in there potentially. Now, this boy, 600 screws to repair. I'm gonna switch you out. I'm sorry, but there's a limit to my... Dude, stop talking. Yeah, I know, they'll repair it overnight for free. There's a limit to how much I can take. You do have to re-equip them if you do that, which is fine. There you go. This guy over here will just repair them. And yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oof. And that is going to be it for Blasted Road Terror, or at least this look at of Blasted Road Terror. I like this game a lot. $4. Granted, it's on sale because it's new, but $5 is the regular asking price. For $5 to get 2 hours of entertainment out of it, that's a good deal. I can't ask for more. You know, I hear people complaining about a certain other game on my channel. Not you guys, but Starship Theory, because the developer's been gone for a while. You know, they're mad because they spent $12, but I spent $12 too, and I got well over 18 hours of enjoyment out of that game so far. So the way I look at it, if I enjoyed a very long experience with the game, I think it's worth that money, even if it does have its own problems. And that doesn't shove away the fact that developers should have somewhat of a responsibility to take care of the game, and I hope this one continues to be developed too, because it just came out of early access, or into early access. It just came into early access. That's what I meant to say. And so far, it looks fantastic. It's fun as hell, and it's very charming. Still not a huge fan of the square explosions, but they don't really hurt the game for me. I just think they look a little bit weird. Sometimes in the game map, they do take up a little bit much of the screen, and when I say the game map, you of course know that I mean when we're on the road. So they can kind of make things look a little bit too busy, and that doesn't really take away from much because you do have the adrenaline rush mode to slow things down if things start looking a little bit scary. But I think the explosions could be handled a little bit better. That's just me, though. Thank you very much for watching this episode of this game, whose name I keep forgetting, actually, but I have to go back and continue checking it. It's not the most memorable name, I'm sorry, guys. But Blasted Road Terror. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have not already, feel free to subscribe for more videos. Not necessarily Blasted Road Terror. There could be more Blasted Road Terror, though. If you enjoyed that enough to want to see more, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you again for watching this video. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.